Hey everyone, it's Super Yogurt and I'm here. Now this is my review for Man Called Otto, the new film directed by Mark Forster, starring Tom Hanks in the lead role. Now this is not really going to be a review. I'm going to cut it very short and tell you a story instead, because this movie really, moved me because of the story. I thought it was it's a very well-known type of story of a grumpy person that becomes less grumpy because they understand the meaning of life. And I know it's a remake, and I know that it's pretty predictable, but it makes you feel something in terms of the emotions that are put on screen. I think Tom Hanks does an amazing job here, probably the best role he's done in years. Mark Forster does a really good job here. He's directed films like A Monstrous Ball, Finding Neverland, and Christopher Robin. He does an incredible job here too. I give it a 10 out of 10. Now here's the story. I used to have a neighbor. His name was Mr. John, and when he still lived in Scarborough, I grew up in Scarborough for about let's say 9 years. So when I was a teenager until early adult age, I was his neighbor. He was a very nice old man. He would mow his lawn. He would yell at us if we ride our bikes around. Me and my sister would ride our bikes near his driveway or whatever, and sometimes he would yell or give us a mean stare. And whenever his kids would come by, the golden retriever would usually stare at my window that was overlooking, because our house was kind of on a level, so our house was a little bit above theirs. So the golden retriever will always be sitting near my window and just staring, and sometimes I would feed it food if no one's watching. I never really talked to him, and I kind of regret that, because as a kid you don't really feel like you want to talk to your neighbors. You just want to have fun or whatever. And then when I was older, and this is probably a month before he passed, I was going on a walk, I think towards work or applying for a job, and I ended up bumping into Mr. John, and I ended up talking to him. For some reason I had the urge to talk to him. For a good 15 minutes we talked about life. He talked about his kids. He talked about when he moved from Poland to Scarborough, how he was one of the first people to live in this area. And he told me seeing me growing up, how he was very proud of how I grew up. He was happy to see that I was doing well. And he wished me well in life. And I never saw him after that because he passed away. For some reason, after watching this movie, I remember Mr. John. But yeah, wonderful film. Please do watch it in theaters. It's playing in theaters. And it will remind you of certain people like that. Hope you enjoy.